The Accord Euro is arguably the best car in the Honda range. It's an engaging drive and it's packed with standard equipment. And I'm not the only one who thinks so. Honda Australia needed the jaws of life to extract CarAdvice road tester Paul Marrick from his last Accord Euro test drive. Paul, you love the Accord Euro. What's the best thing about driving one?
Where do you start? The car is just packed with features and it drives just like a sports car, especially in manual form. I mean, they've hit a goal with this one and it's extremely impressive.
So Honda knows the value of the word Euro in cachet terms. Is it a Euro drive experience?
When it was first released, everyone sort of laughed a bit at the Euro on the end of it, but it certainly is a Euro drive experience, Euro build quality and Euro design.
So when you compare Accord Euro with Accord, because that's very confusing, and the Accord Euro is built in Japan, the other Accord is built in Thailand, lay out the differences for us.
To be honest, it's like chalk and cheese. The standard Accord is much bigger and has a bigger engine as well. The Accord Euro is only available in a 4-cylinder 2.4 litre, and while it provides plenty of poke for a car its size, the Accord needs a V6 to get moving, but is also available in a 4-cylinder.
So what's the drive experience like in an Accord Euro? Lay out the steering, all of that sort of dynamic stuff.
The steering is point and shoot. It's really direct and you feel the road through it. The brakes have perfect finesse and the power delivery is spot on. There's no torque steer and it's all just very linear, and the gearbox is great fun as well. You know, it is a real all-round package.
The equipment level inside the cabin, it's a little bit fighter pilot, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's good. There's 3 different specs. You have your entry level, your luxury and your luxury Navi. The luxury Navi, the only difference being the sat-nav. Now the sat-nav isn't much to write home about. It's pretty average and they could certainly improve it, but you get a massive screen which you know, you can do aftermarket mods with, play videos through it and have a bit of fun with it.
Okay, but if you're in the market for a Euro, what other cars do you have to test drive?
Look, you're looking at Mazda 6, Mondeo, there's a raft of competitors out there. So
Kazashi?
Yep, Kazashi as well. Kazashi is another top model. So everyone is spoilt for choice in that bracket, and I think that's why their sales have been struggling a little bit. There hasn't been much of an update recently.
So the thing that I always find a little bit confronting is that Mazda 6 sells more units than Accord Euro every time. What's the reason there?
I think it's just Mazda 6 has a more diverse model range. You can get a diesel, you can go wagon, you can buy hatch, sedan, where the Accord Euro is only available in one form, and that's sedan.
Now Honda's been toying with this idea of having a diesel Accord Euro in Australia for years now, even with the previous model. Why don't we have one? Because I reckon that'd sell as well.
That's a great question, and I think that's something we should ask Honda, because that's...
What, you mean you can't answer that for me here and now?
I wish I could, because if it was my decision, it'd be here in a heartbeat, and that would just make the car a stellar drive with so much torque.
Now, if it is your decision, and if you're equivocating at home about the Mazda 6 or the Accord Euro, which one do you buy?
It has to be the Accord Euro. It's such a fun car to drive, and I don't think the Mazda 6 or any of the other competitors really match it in terms of performance and handling.
The Kazashi's got to be on that list too, hasn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely. That would have to be, you know, right there on your test drive list, and it's certainly a car that matches the Euro in many aspects. So I think it just depends on what brand you're after.
Now, what don't you like about the Accord Euro? It sounds like you're in love with it, but like everything you're in love with, there is a dark side.
That's right, and you never want to talk about it, but there is, unfortunately. Rear seats, there's not much leg room there, so adults will find it hard to get in and out. The entry and egress isn't too impressive, so it's really a kids-only space, and I think they want you to upgrade then through the range once your family grows out of that car.
Okay, 2 transmissions, auto or manual. Which one did you prefer?
Definitely the manual. While the automatic's not too bad, the manual really allows you to extract most from the 4-cylinder engine.
The automatic does give you Tiptronic mode, so you can change gear manually. Is there paddles in the upmarket one?
Yeah, there is, but I still think the manual is the way to go. 6-speed manual, great shifts, and really a sporty drive.
So just right for the 10% of people on the road who can still drive a manual car.
Absolutely, lucky them, I say.
That was Paul Marrick raving about the Honda Accord Euro. You can read the full review, download specifications, add your comments, or get a quote from a Honda dealer. Just follow the links on this page.